Now that we've covered editing your content and swapping out the photos, the last thing I want to introduce you to is how to copy things that are already on the page and how to add entirely new things. Now, if we look at this test page I've been creating, you can see that there's a lovely little button here. Now, I think I would like to have a button here underneath my new very appealing thing to read. In order to do that, I need to make a copy of this button. It is much easier to copy things that are already made than to start making them from scratch. So wherever possible, try and find something in one of the layouts, bring up that template, copy the element you need, and then remove the stuff you don't. Now, here we have that button, and instead of editing it, I'm going to click the button next to it, which has two little sheets of paper, the clone button. Now you can see we have two of them. Things in this layout can be dragged and dropped to the right section. So just click and move that to the section where you want to put it. Sometimes it might get placed in the wrong section. For example, maybe I accidentally dropped it here, or maybe it's just gone to the very bottom of the page. Wherever it's gone, you can delete it, you can start again, or you can just drag it to the right section where you want it to be. So let's see what that's looking like. If we press preview and then wait for that preview to load, we should see our new button. Now there's a problem with the button. It seems to be on the wrong side. I want it to be left aligned like all the text here. The reason it's doing that is because the button we copied was aligned to the right. So if we go into the editing window and we go over the button, I'm going to choose to edit it. Now what you want to do is just scroll through here until you see a setting that looks like the right one. Feel free to play about with all of these. Again, if you make a change you don't like, you can always delete the button and start again. Now what I'm looking for is where it says the alignment, and as you can see here, the alignment is set to right. I want to change that to be on the left. I'm going to save that. Now if I click preview, you'll be able to see the button aligns to the left. The second part of this video is based around creating entirely new content, not just copying old stuff. But first, if you look at this, it seems that we've lost our layout and all we've got here is a heap of code. Now if you ever see this, all you need to do is click the back-end editor button here, and it will turn on Visual Composer again. So what I'm going to do is create an entirely new element, which you're going to need to do if there's not something that is similar to what you want to do already on the site. I'm also going to include a link in the email to the Visual Composer documentation, which really explains very clearly and in sort of easy how-to guides what all the different widgets do and how to use them. But this will just give you a bit of a hands-on demo. So you can click the plus button anywhere you see it to add in content right there. And of course if you want to move it later you can just drag and drop it about. But let's click that plus button and I'm going to add in an animated pie chart. Now the animated pie chart, I'll just show you quickly, is what we have on the home page where it shows, for example, the number of Facebook likes. So if I scroll down here and just let the page load, you can see we've got two animated pie charts that are showing the number of returning customers and the number of Facebook likes. So we're going to add in one here. The title, I'm going to call it Fish Happiness. I think my fish should go up to 90% happiness. As you can see, it asks me to choose from 0 to 100 underneath, so I'm going to choose 90. And the number of units, I think I want to use happiness as my unit, so I'm just going to put happy. And there we go. So save changes and just check it what that looks like. So here we have it. My fish is, now that the page is loaded, animating to 90 happy. Fish happiness. There we go. Now I think that's going to look a bit better in black and I want it to be a bit smaller. So if I go here and I say edit, I'm going to change the color to black. And again, I want to make it smaller, so I think I'll add some padding just to the side of it to pad it out, to give it some white space. I'm going to start with 100 pixels, just typed in on either side. If that was not enough, I can go back in and increase it. If it was too much, I can go in and bring it down. So save changes, preview that, and hey, yeah, that does look very good in black now, and as you can see, with a bit more padding on the side, it's had to come down in size a lot, and that's looking more or less like I want it to. When you are making new content, you do have to be going back and forth a lot, making little changes, seeing how they work out. But once you've made that, I could now copy it. I can move that to somewhere else on the page so that I have a consistent look between all the elements. And that's really how I made these templates in the first place, was just going through, tweaking things again and again until they look perfect, and then copying them so that the consistency could come through all the pages. If you want to delete a section, hit that little bin, and then you can say publish or update.